Hi everyone, Medyhne here. Hope you're having a beautiful day. So what I want to talk to you today about is how nature serves to support us in our daily life. And I have a fantastic example. So I want to tell you about the other day when I had a big spiritual test and I was actually letting go of some people in my life that were not honoring me or treating me in the way that I think is in alignment with how I like to be treated and how I like to treat other people. And so it was really interesting because when I actually went through that process and then I let them go, I went for a walk out in nature, and it was incredible because as I was walking along, I had 200 to 300 cockatoos sweeping over my head, backward and forward, and they're all making, that really loud squawking noise that they do. And it was sort of like there was a party going on above my head, and it was so beautiful. They were just flying back and forth over my head for about 15 minutes. And there were so many of them. It was just so beautiful to watch. And when I got home, I Googled the spiritual meaning of white cockatoos and groups of white cockatoos. And it really affirmed for me that what I'd just been through was I had passed another spiritual test. And it said, brilliant work, you've passed another spiritual test, which really resonated with me on an inner level. And then it said that they're having a party and a celebration for you because you have been able to achieve this big result in your life. So that was really special. Then I got some added information over the next few days. A friend of mine who works with Aboriginal wisdom and knowledge said that the cockatoos are also very much working with our ancestors. So it's also our ancestors coming to us and just sort of affirming that we are supporting them, we're working together, we're on the same track. So that resonated as well. And then I had another dear friend who told me that when she left a marriage many years before, she had a giant flock of cockatoos nearly fly into her windscreen in her car. And she said that she then had, a short time after that, an appointment with an Aboriginal elder who was telling her that cockatoos in groups and cockatoos mean that you're letting go of something significant, and that it's like an affirmation or a confirmation that you're on the right track and that it's supporting your higher growth and your higher process. So that was a real affirmation for her at that time, who was leaving a dysfunctional marriage. And it was also, again, another affirmation for me in letting go. So if you do have any interesting things happen around you in nature, it's really good to be mindful of that and to be mindful of the signs around us with animals and birds and insects and trees and nature, and see how that affirms for us what we're working on. I did a recent session with a client, and her Akashic gift at the end of the session was, which I looked up afterwards, it was the energy of plant medicine, and it was to do with the bulrushes that you have in dams. It was the energy of the bulrushes that was working with her. And I didn't know what that meant, so I looked it up after the session, and it was fascinating because the whole session she was working on releasing emotions, and one of the major past lives she was working on releasing was one in a Chinese feudal system where they were fighting, and there was just this constant fighting going on between the different people in this Chinese feudal system. So then the bulrush actually meant that it was healing fighting, and it was finding peace within. So it very much resonated with the whole session and the theme of the session. And again, it was another example of nature coming in and working with us to support us in our daily life on many levels. So I thought that this might be inspirational for you. It was amazing for me. I loved it. And so if you find this helpful, please like and share. Thank you so much for listening, and have a beautiful day. And please also feel free to comment below if you've had an example of nature working with you recently. And it's great for people to share that and to read it. So thank you. Bye.